Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, today we're looking at my grandma's 3 vacuum cleaners, and well, when I made that community post, I was actually not talking about these 3 machines. I was actually talking about my other grandma's vacuums, and yeah, there is going to be some updates on those as well. But after cleaning these, well, a lot of stuff didn't go according to plan, let's just say that. But they are all working. We're going to talk about what I had to do to these to get them to work. Shark, I had to do the most work to. I guess we'll start with that. So when I was taking apart the power nozzle, this base down here, everything came apart okay. But when I was trying to put it back together, I was putting in one of the screws, and the head broke off of the screw. So I was like, uh-oh, I probably should take all of them out. And when I tried to take them out, almost all of the other screws broke off as well. So there are a lot of screw threads. This is not the original cover. It's the original motor, original electronics and everything. But the actual cover, this purple thing right here, is not original to this vacuum. So, yeah, I had to buy a new one because the original one had a bunch of screws stuck in it that I couldn't get out. So I had to buy a new one, but the problem is that one of the screw holes, was one of the ones over here, didn't line up perfectly. So I actually had to take my grandma's power saw and actually cut off that threaded screw that sticks over this purple thing. So there isn't a screw on this corner. I put some tape on it just to keep it from separating. It's not really separating that much. But, yeah. So, that's what I had to do to that. Other than that, everything is the same on this. Seems to be working okay. The Hoover Elite, what I had to do, also mainly just involves the base. So, yeah, it is on this side. That red piece right there that sticks out of the vacuum was broken off. So I put the screw in, put a bunch of super glue on there, and so far it's holding pretty well. The other thing is that the hole over here was too big for these standard screws. So I had to get a screw with a bigger head, and it kind of was a little too big, and it cracked this just a little bit, but that's not an issue. So, other than that, that one's working good as well. I cleaned all the filters, took all of the bases apart, cleaned everything up in there, cleaned all the brush rolls, belts, etc. Now this one, what I had to do is there's a little bag indicator right here. This thing, be better to see if I actually take this thing off here. That little blue clip on the bottom, well, you can't see. That little blue clip on the bottom broke off. So I glued that and glued this back together. This thing does not change when it's clogged anymore. So it doesn't work right, but at least it's in place. And it looked awkward with just a hole in the middle of it. Well, let's see if I can get this back on. Okay. So yeah, it doesn't work completely right, but that doesn't really do anything anyway, so yeah. Other than that, these vacuums are working pretty good. So let's go ahead and run these. I got the Shark and the Red Hoover plugged in, minor stroke, plugged in over there, and then I have the Hoover plugged in out in the hallway over there. So, I guess let's run the Shark first. Move the cord out of the way a little bit. Move this little thing here. The way I usually do it is I just put the camera on the floor. And, hopefully that doesn't move. So let's go ahead and run this thing. I don't have a lot of space to do this, but we are going to give it a few passes. So, here we go. Kicks on okay. And it's got suction in the canister. making carpet lines, so I know it's contacting the carpet. The vacuum is pretty quiet. Everything looks good there, actually. And the brush roll kicks off when I put it up. So, thus far, seems pretty good. My hair is all messed up, but that's okay. So yeah, that actually is working pretty good. So we'll move the shark out of the way now and bring in the Hoover Elite Rewind. Oh, this thing's kind of heavy. Heavier than the shark, I mean. Okay, so let's see if this thing holds up with the base. So here we go. We're going okay. Oh, shit. The belt is shot on this thing, but I'm too cheap to get a new one. Hard to push because of the belt, but yeah, brush roll stops. Okay. Well, it worked pretty good. I guess the question is did this hold up? It's on the other side. Well, from the looks of it, it's still holding, so that's two that are in good shape. All right, and finally we have the Wind Tunnel Supreme. And this thing really isn't any different than the other one. It's just that bag indicator doesn't work anymore. So let's go ahead and run it. Cord. So, and this vacuum only gets used about once a month, so yeah, and the bag on this thing was really, it was not all the way full, but pretty close when I changed it when I cleaned all these, obviously, as I always do. But yeah, so those are my grandma's 3 vacuums in working order. So yeah, and I will have at some point an update on my other grandma's vacuums, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.